Hi guys, they were taking a look at Moza's latest addition to their sim racing ecosystem. This is the mBooster, which is an active pedal providing the next level in immersion to give you the most authentic driving experience. So I'll be unboxing it to show you what you get inside the packaging. We'll take a closer look at it, showing you how to install it and set it up, together with the customization available via Moza's Pit House app, together with testing it out to see how it feels when racing with it. But before I begin, if you're new to the channel, hope you can support me by subscribing and hitting the bell icon to get notified of my next release. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comment section below. Inside the packaging you get some instructions, a small box containing some accessories consisting of a power cable with a kettle connector, an RJ45 cable, a USB-A to USB-B cable, an RJ12 cable, a small bag containing a wrench, some Allen keys and screws. Then we have a massive power adapter, and finally the mBooster pedal. Taking a closer look at the mBooster pedal, having it next to the brake pedal from the CRP2 pedals, and you can see how much larger the mBooster is, with it measuring a massive 382.5 millimeters in length, with it being really heavy. The mBooster pedal is made from an aerospace grade aluminium alloy, with the pedal plates having a hexagon design going across it. The pedal angle together with the position and height can be easily adjusted with the screws just behind the pedal. Build quality wise, it's excellent with a really solid build to it. It has a black and gold color scheme. Behind the pedal is a large cylinder with Moza Racing written on there, and this contains the motor which provides feedback, which has a precision ball screw and split servo motor with an enclosed railless design to reduce operational friction. At the bottom there's cables which go into the base of the pedal. It has a dual 200 kilogram pressure sensor design which can detect pedal force from 0 to 400 kilograms, together with an innovative sensor fusion algorithm combining 15-bit angle sensors. You're able to push back on the pedal with there being some tension, but it feels really smooth, and once you push it back all the way, it doesn't come back up and you'll have to push it back. And this is because there's no power going to it. On the left hand side you've got 3 connection ports. The first is the power input. Then there's an RJ45 point to connect a wheelbase, followed by an RJ12 port to connect a clutch pedal. Over to the right hand side, you've got 2 connection ports. The first is a USB-B port where the other end goes to your PC, and next to that is an RJ12 port to connect the throttle. Looking underneath, there's holes for mounting purposes, and it can be either mounted directly onto a sim cockpit or onto the CRP pedal plate. Functionality wise, the mBooster can be used as a clutch, brake or accelerator, and the mode of operation is selected in Moza's Pit House app. You could replace all 3 pedals with mBoosters to get a fully active pedal set, which would be pretty awesome. Taking a look at the power adapter, and I was a little bit shocked at the size, as it's massive and the sort of size I'd expect to see with a high-end direct drive wheelbase, so really surprised by that. Next we have the mBooster base extension plate, which is used to extend the base of the CRP2 pedals to allow you to fit the mBooster. Inside the box you get the extension base plate, some instructions, 2 extension bars, and a bag containing some screws and an Allen key. Installing the extension plate is really simple. Place it at the back of the pedals, take the extension bar and attach them with the small screws provided. Do this on each side. Then attach the extension plate to the CRP2 pedal base using the larger screws. Next I'll move on to attaching the mBooster to the pedal plate. I'm going to remove the clutch and brake pedal to initially just test with the existing accelerator from the CRP2 pedal plate and use the mBooster as a brake. In terms of usage, you'll need to install this on a full-size racing rig due to its size and the feedback it gives, and just be aware of the additional depth this will take up due to the extension on the pedal plate. I've got it attached to my racing rig from Next Level Racing. This is the GT Elite, and I'll be using it with the R12 wheelbase and FRS Formula wheel. Now coming over to my PC to show what appears in Moza's Pit House software. This app allows you to customize settings for each of Moza's devices you have connected. Selecting the pedals page, and you're presented with 2 tabs. The first one lets you make adjustments to the mBooster, where you can select the mode of usage, so you can choose between clutch, brake and throttle. You also have a selection of preset modes with 6 categories for each type of car, and when you hover over them you can see the preset for the pedal type and select it. There's a selection of 15 presets in total, with you able to tweak these too once you've selected it. You have 2 calibration options allowing you to calibrate the motor and pedal travel. For each of the modes, there's an additional configuration option for pedal feel, simulator input mapping, and effect. Let me show you the options you get in each mode. First up, if I select the clutch mode, on the pedal feel page you can adjust the feedback curve, but you can also make adjustments to the pressure given from the pedal from you initially pressing down to the end position, but you have to increase the end pressure value to allow you to change the initial pressure amount, which does make sense in reality. Below this is a variety of different settings. Pedal travel allows you to set the start and end position of the pedal, which can be adjusted in real time, where you can have a minimum of 10.7 millimeters between the start and end for a clutch. Natural dampening, which can be adjusted. This is divided into 2 sections, damping when pressing and releasing the pedal. Natural friction and end stop feeling, which is used to simulate an artificial friction effect caused by the motor and adjust its intensity. Over to the simulator input mapping tab. This lets you adjust the pedal mapping curve and change the mode of operation, allowing you to reverse it. And on the effect tab, you can see the effects provided in the clutch mode, and you can make adjustments to those effects together with testing them out and turning off any unwanted effects. So with the clutch, you get engine vibration, traction control, and clutch bite point vibration. Switching over to the brake mode, and the pedal feel tab is the same with the settings adjusted for the load cell brake. And the cool thing here is that you can fully adjust the pressure that's applied on the load cell brake pedal, giving you a lot of adjustability, with you able to adjust it to a maximum of 200 kilograms. The other options below are the same as before, but the pedal travel can be adjusted, with you able to have a minimum of 4.3 millimeters between the start and end positions. Onto the simulator input mapping, and this is also the same as before, with the addition of an option to adjust the sensor output ratio, allowing you to adjust between the angle sensor and the load cell. Onto the effects tab, where you can now see the effects available in the brake mode, and the same as before, you can test the different effects and make adjustments to them, together with being able to turn off the effects. So for the brake, you get engine vibration, ABS, traction control, brake threshold vibration, and wheel lockup. Changing the mBooster to throttle mode, looking in the pedal feel page, and the same adjustability is there, but this time with lower pressure levels for the pedal, which again are adjustable, and the pedal travel can be adjusted, with you able to have a minimum of 10.7 millimeters between the start and end positions. On the simulator input mappings, settings look identical as they were on the clutch. Then onto effects tab, where effect wise you have engine vibration and traction control. Over to the mechanical pedals option, and this allows you to make adjustments to the other standard pedals connected to the mBooster and select the mode of operation for each of those. You get a lot of customization available for the mBooster, so really impressed. There's also a mobile app available on both Android and Apple, allowing you to connect to the wheelbase via Bluetooth, but this level of customization is not available via the mobile app, with you only able to adjust the pedal mapping curve. Connectivity wise, I've tested a number of variations of connecting the mBooster with the CRP2 pedals, and I found you can't have the mBooster connected separately from the CRP2 pedals, so having both units connected via a USB cable to your PC. For the mBooster to be visible in the app, the individual CRP2 pedals have to be connected directly to the mBooster. If you connect the CRP2 pedals to the hub on the CRP2 pedal plate and connect your pedals to a PC, then you connect the mBooster separately via a USB cable, then you'll only see the mBooster and not the CRP2 pedals. I was a little bit surprised by that, as the cables on each of the CRP2 pedals were quite short, so it might be a bit of a hassle if you wanted to use the mBooster as a clutch or throttle. Now testing the mBooster as a brake, and what you feel in terms of feedback is vibrations coming from the pedal as you push down to brake. When your foot is on the pedal and not pushing down, you don't feel any feedback, which is what I'd expect. The feedback that's produced is delay free, with the pedal feeling very smooth. As you're racing, the feedback from the brake feels pretty impressive, replicating engine vibrations, ABS, traction control vibration, brake threshold vibration, and brake lockup, adding another level of immersion, enhancing the racing experience even more. Testing the mBooster as a throttle and changing the mode gives a completely different feel to it, providing a smoother feel to the pedal, simulating the throttle. With the engine running and my foot placed on the pedal but not pushed down, you can't feel anything from the pedal, but as I slowly press down, you start to feel subtle vibrations coming from the pedal, and the further down you push, the vibrations intensify even more. Once again, feedback produced is delay free, with the pedal feeling completely different with a very smooth feel to it. Personally, the engine vibration was a good effect, but I preferred for it to be turned off and just have the traction control vibration left on, as after a while the engine vibrations did feel a little bit uncomfortable with a constant vibration going on. And finally flipping over to test the mBooster as a clutch, and again changing the mode gives another completely different feel to it. Position wise, I couldn't position the mBooster on the right as the cables didn't reach, and even using an extension cable didn't help, so I ended up leaving the pedals in their existing position and switching the functionality in the Moza Pithouse app, so using the clutch as a brake and switching the mode on the mBooster so it was a clutch. Functionality wise, I can feel the feedback coming through to the pedal. It's not bad, but realism wise, I'd say you'd want an active shifter which works in conjunction with the clutch pedal, where you'd feel the biting point as you're putting it into gear. The current feedback is fine. I'd say it's nothing amazing, but realism wise, I'd say it lacks a bit when used in conjunction with a shifter. I did also test on an Xbox with Moza's ESX steering wheel, but there was no active feedback provided, so usage wise this is PC only. So in summary, the mBooster from Moza is a real game changer, taking sim racing in Moza's ecosystem to another level. Positives wise, build quality was exceptional with this. I was really surprised to see that you could get it functioning in 3 different modes, allowing it to be used as a clutch, brake or throttle, giving you the ability of having a complete set of active pedals, which would be a real game changer. Looking in Moza's Pithouse app, and I'm really impressed with the level of adjustability it has in all the different modes, providing a lot of granular control, which is pretty impressive. Negatives wise, you wouldn't be surprised to hear that this level of immersion isn't cheap, with a single mBooster active pedal costing just under $800, or as a bundle with the CRP2 throttle pedal, pedal plate and plate extension costing just under $1,000. Usage wise, I'd say the mBooster as a brake is perfect, with it providing an awesome level of immersion, but I didn't feel that you'll want it for a throttle and clutch. Nevertheless, Moza's done an awesome job in creating this to take the sim racing experience to the next level. So there you have it, you've come to the end of another video, and I hope it's helped anyone thinking of purchasing this. Details are in the description below, including purchasing links, and if you have any questions on this, let me know in the comments below. For those of you who've got to the end of this video, please leave a comment with mBooster, as it's awesome to see who's got to the end of my video, and hopefully you guys enjoyed it. You can follow me on my socials. Don't forget to hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, and turn on notifications to be notified of my next release. Thanks for viewing, and see you in the next one.